Background and mintage overview. In 1971, the U.S. Mint transitioned from 40% silver to copper-nickel clad for Kennedy half dollars. It was the first year without official silver content. Coin-identifier.com. That year, the Denver Mint produced approximately 302 million of these half-dollar coins, all intended to be clad, not silver. Antiquesknowhow.com. Due to this massive output, standard 1971 D coins are common in circulation, typically valued between 60 cents and $3 unless you have that rare silver variety. 2. How did the silver era happen? During the switch away from silver, some leftover 40% silver planches, blanks, from previous years accidentally ended up in the 1971 AD press, coin-identifier.com. The result, a few Denver coins were struck with real silver, creating a transitional error that shouldn't have existed, uscoinsvalue.com. These error coins are ultra-rare. Though exact numbers aren't known, it's believed only a handful surfaced before being removed and destroyed. 3. Identifying a 1971 AD silver planchet error. To spot one of these magic coins, focus on 3 key tests. Test clad coin silver error coin weight -11.34 G -11.50 G, sadanamkumarancollege.com, edge visible copper layer uniform silver edge sound, ring test, dull tone higher pitched ring, white right pointing backhand index tip, use a digital scale, preferably 11.50 plus or minus 0.05 G, and a loop to inspect the edge. 4. Auction records and value. This isn't just speculative hype, these coins have sold for life-changing money. A 1971 D silver error in an MS61 grade fetched $13,000 at auction, sadanamkumarancollege.com. Some numismatic blogs report similar coins going for up to $65,000, depending on grade and demand, HarfordCountyWineFestival.com. But passionate collectors believe top-tier MS65 plus examples could climb to $78,000 to $93,000, or in exceptional cases even reach $125,000 plus, especially in pristine condition or rare mint error combinations. Why the high estimate? Because this coin is an unofficial silver anomaly. No official 1971 silver coins exist. That law, plus confirmed sales, fuels skyrocketing value. 5. More rare varieties and errors. While the 40% silver variety is the crown jewel, other errors also exist. Double die obverse, DDO minor doubling in Liberty, in God We Trust, or the date, worth up to $3,000, sadanamkumarancollege.com. Off-center strikes, misaligned planches that miss part of the design, can fetch $1,500 plus depending on severity, sadanamkumarancollege.com. Clip planches, crescent-shaped blanks, value up to $1,000, sadanamkumarancollege.com. 6. Why collectors go wild. Historical significance, first half-dollar year without official silver adds mystique. Ultra-rare crossover, impossible annual mint, yet potential silver existence equals holy grail error. Proven sales, verified $13,000 to $65,000 sales prove market hunger, HarfordCountyWineFestival.com, sadanamkumarancollege.com. Speculative ceiling, clean, verified MS65 plus or certified silver examples fetching $78,000 to $125,000 plus. 7. What you should do next. If you own a 1971 AD Kennedy half-dollar, test it, weigh it, silver almost equal to 11.50 G. Inspect the edge, no copper stripe means silver. Listen, silver rings, clad doesn't. Find anomalies? Get it certified. Submit it to PCGS or NGC. Mint state silver coins can soar well past the $78,000 threshold. Certified authenticity is key. 8. Closing call to action. To wrap it up, you might be sitting on a coin worth tens of thousands, even six-figure value. These 1971 AD Kennedy silver planchet error coins are legendary among collectors for good reason. If this video sparked your curiosity, here's what to do. Check your pocket change, you never know. Weigh and inspect those 1971 AD halves. Comment below if you find one, I'd love to hear your discovery story. In this video, we're uncovering the shocking value behind one of Britain's most historic and valuable error coins. We'll explore the history of the coin, the most valuable known errors, and exactly what you should look for. Stay with me until the end, because I'll tell you how a nearly unnoticeable mistake on this coin is the key to unlocking a life-changing payday. You might be richer than you think. Let's find out. Scroll Part 1, a historic moment, the birth of the £1 coin. The year was 1983, a defining moment in British currency history. This was the year the UK introduced its first modern £1 coin, replacing the paper pound note. The coin featured the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Arnold Machin, and the reverse bore the royal arms, a majestic symbol of the United Kingdom, designed by Eric Sewell. It was a proud representation of the nation, and millions were struck for circulation. But hidden within this new wave of currency were a small number of coins with critical minting errors. These coins were supposed to be flawless, but a few slipped through the quality controls. And that mistake has turned into gold literally and figuratively for those lucky enough to find one. Explosion Symbol Part 2, the rare errors that make this coin worth up to $167,000. So, what exactly makes some 1983 £1 coins worth more than a luxury car or a house? The answer lies in minting errors, rare, unusual defects that occurred during production. These errors are so scarce that collectors will pay astronomical amounts to add them to their collections. Let's explore the most valuable types. Left-pointing magnifying glass 1. The no-date mule error, up to $167,000. This is the holy grail of £1,983 coin errors. Some coins were struck using mismatched dies, a reverse die from the new £1 coin and an obverse die from a previous coin, resulting in a bizarre mule error. Most famously, a few were struck without the year date on either side of the coin. This error is so rare that only a handful are believed to exist, and one sold at auction for an eye-watering £138,000, or roughly $167,000. Collectors and auction houses consider this one of the rarest modern British coins ever discovered. Left-pointing magnifying glass 2. There's misaligned edge inscription error, $85,000 to $99,000. The edge of the £1,983 coin features an inscription, Decus et tutamen, meaning an ornament and a safeguard. But in some rare cases, this edge lettering was struck misaligned or upside down, either due to rotational issues or incorrect feeding during the minting process. These are incredibly rare and when found in mint condition, can fetch $85,000 to $99,000 from serious collectors and international buyers. Keep in mind, edge errors are often overlooked, so check carefully. 3. Off-metal strike error, wrong planchette, over $100,000. Imagine a coin being struck on the wrong metal. That's exactly what happened to a few 1983 £1 coins, which were mistakenly minted on foreign planchets intended for other denominations or even other countries. These rare off-metal error coins have sold at auction for well over six figures, especially when authenticated and graded by reputable services like NGC or PCGS. Left-pointing magnifying glass 4. Double-struck coins and die clash errors, $25,000 to $50,000. While not as valuable as the top-tier errors, coins that were double-struck, where the coin is struck twice slightly off target, or show visible die clash marks, where dies collide without a coin in between, are extremely collectible. High-grade examples of these errors have commanded $25,000 to $50,000, depending on condition. Electric light bulb part 3, how to identify a rare 1983 £1 coin. Think you might have one of these treasures? Here's what to look for. Right-pointing magnifying glass step 1, check for the date. Make sure both sides of the coin have the year 1983. If it's missing on either side, you could have a rare mule error. Right-pointing magnifying glass step 2, inspect the edge. Does the edge say Decus et tutamen? Is the text upside down, missing, or misaligned? That could be worth big money. Right-pointing magnifying glass step 3, look at the weight and color. A standard 1983 £1 coin should weigh 9.5 grams and be made of nickel brass. If it feels light, looks silver, or has an unusual color, it may be an off-metal strike. Right-pointing magnifying glass step 4, get it authenticated. If you suspect you have a rare coin, don't try to clean it. Instead, send it to a professional grading company for authentication. A coin graded MS65 or higher, mint state, can multiply in value dramatically. Chart with upward trend. Part 4. Why collectors pay a fortune. Why are these coins worth so much? 3 key reasons. Rarity. Some of these errors exist in quantities of less than 10 coins. Condition. Coins in near-perfect mint condition, MS65 and above, are incredibly desirable. Historical significance. 1983 was the very first year of the £1 coin, making it a cornerstone for collectors of British currency. The mule error in particular is considered a once-in-a-lifetime find, a minting mistake that went unnoticed and created a coin worth hundreds of thousands.